Now that I have a design model created, I'm going to open up Model Viewer and review the design in 3D. So I'm going to select the Model Viewer command. Now, in regards to the natural surface, I'm going to use the option Image from Drawing and pick this aerial image that I've got here. So depending on how the image is located and rotated in CAD will be how it will be draped onto the natural surface. So if I click OK, Model Viewer will load up and you can see that we have a 3D view of the street. The footpath on the southern end, no footpath on the top end. Now these different material we've got there, sort of just representing the sub-base region where we have full depth pavement. That's why we've got that set up there. But we can see the transition back into the existing streets on either side as well. So while we're in 3D, I'll just show you a couple of things we can do. Now there are some trees down on the bottom end, so using the Cutouts command, I'm going to import a few of those trees. Now what I might do is use the method where we can draw a polyline. So I know there's some existing trees there and we could insert trees exactly where they're located, but I might just show you this other method first. So I'm going to run import cutout. By default the software loads up in the trees folder, and there's a whole bunch of trees that come with the software, but you could go to the internet and find a whole bunch of native Australian trees. At the end of the day, these are just images with transparency. So I could use single point, specify where these existing trees are, but I'm going to use enclosed area and say I want 20 trees within that polyline I just drew. Randomly select them from the folder. I'll randomize the width and I'll randomize the height. In fact, I might just use that tree rather than randomizing. They'll be draped down onto the natural surface. So I select on import and I pick on that polyline, and the software has created those trees for me. Now with these cutouts, what they do is they rotate as I rotate the camera. If I wanted to add a cutout at a single point, I go to import cutout, single point. What I'm going to do this time is open up the people folder. Now a lot of these people just came from a website called mrcutout.com, and you can get a whole bunch of free images from there. So I'll position this lady on the footpath. Right, probably just missed the footpath slightly. Right, but as simple as that. And look, the cutouts are a very lightweight object to work with, and you know, you can get away with putting hundreds of trees in a model, and it won't affect the performance. If they were 3D models, then you know, we'd probably see a bit of lag. So the benefit of using this lightweight model. Now the next thing I'll do is, we can see that there is a driveway there. So I want to just show you a way of editing the curb and channel, varying the curb and channel just to represent the layback shape. So I'm going to right click on the road and open up the design data form. And I'm going to select on variations and add a new one called linearly vary section slope or width. So this allows you to take a code on your template and change its width or slope. So I'm going to say grab the left top of curb, and I want to do this from about this point to that point. and I'm going to set the width to say 0.35 and the height, I'll make it 0.03. So I've told the topic curb to force it at a width of 0.35 and set the height to be 30 mil. And if I rebuild the model, you can see that has also updated in 3D there, and we get something that looks more like a layback shape. There's a couple of ways to do that. We could have applied a different template over that region, but this should do the job. Now in Model Viewer you can add labels, so if I wanted to annotate here that we were reconstructing the driveway or something, I can go to Labels, Add, I'll add a label in the middle here, and I'll say something like driveway new line to be reconstructed. When you create these labels, you can reference design data. So I could reference, say, a chainage or an offset from an alignment, an elevation from a surface, or a crossfall from a road. I'll pick a style and I'll match it onto natural surface. Right, I did spell that wrong. You can always go into label list here, construct it, fix it up. Alright, we could record a video, we could even create a flyover video if we wanted to, and then export it out for review. Great way of showcasing your designs, perhaps to the public who want to know what the plans are for a particular job. Making sense of long sections and cross sections can be a bit difficult, so adding a visualization can really help. That's a bit of visualization in Model Viewer. In the final video on this urban reconstruction project, I'm going to show you how we can just quickly get some cross sections and long sections out, and perhaps some set out points as well for the curb and channel and the curb returns as well.